Let me just record to this computer. It'll let me know. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to share this. So this is the white party. We're going to go to the share function. We have Dr. Mark Spencer. We'll also
Where'd
add,
you click on share? I'm so sorry. You went,
sorry. So up here in the upper
okay,
right-hand
share.
corner,
Gotcha. I see it. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I missed it.
no,
Okay,
you're fine.
share.
Yeah, I need to
Yep.
slow down too. So we add people as collaborators, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
have the functionality to do whatever you need to do. Put you down with the edit function, right?
Mm-hmm.
Add you to that. You should receive email, was invited to edit this gamma. So if you wouldn't mind just
Go there
accepting that
now.
invitation, you should see that come across on your side.
All right. Let me put these in where I can remember this.
And if you want, you can, I'll show you how to duplicate it. So then if you want to play around in it while I'm doing the steps, that would be fine as well. Okay. So now you see yourself as a guest and you're able to edit. You also have that functionality with the share as well when you see that. So anyone with the link, and because you're also a part of it, you should be able to can edit.
Edit.
Anyone with the link can also edit as well. But we don't have to put that permission.
So I think similarly, like I don't want to, I think I'd rather duplicate this one and keep it
Yeah,
than to modify it. And does that make sense?
yeah. So we're gonna do that, but I just wanted to show you the different features. So just so
Yeah.
you know, when you go next to share, there's export. So you can export this to PDF, PowerPoint. The only issue that I have with PowerPoint is sometimes each, like Gamma has their own kind of fonts, and then PowerPoint
Oh, yeah.
doesn't have that font over there. So, or even like color themes. So sometimes when you see it as well, it doesn't look as the same, right? You can
Okay.
also export to Google Slides, and this is what I tell people, which is a real bonus, is export as PNGs. So when we initially did this, I sent these PNGs to you. They give you individual slides. Like each
Mm,
slide has its own image. So say if you wanted to do a marketing deck or you wanted to share with your network that this party was coming up or something like that, you could pull that PNG and put it on your social,
oh,
just like an image. It's just like a J
yeah, that's cool.
and see to ensure your presentation looks right in PowerPoint. So this is something new that they've installed. You can download the fonts now so that you can add these fonts to your PowerPoint, which I think is amazing.
Yep.
You can also check analytics. So like say if you send it to an investor or a sponsor or something, you can check when they do it, when they've actually looked at it. So that's really good as
Awesome.
well. Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so let's get out of here. We're gonna go back. Let me see. I don't think we can duplicate from, oh, we can duplicate from this page. So you can go either to the main home page using this G in the upper left-hand corner, right? Or you can go all the way to the right side, right here to these three dots,
Yep.
and you can duplicate from this as well.
Okay. Perfect.
Mhm. Now, the reason why I say it might be better for you to start the next project from scratch, when you duplicate, it is not that I don't think you can change the source prompt on the back end. So you see how it's opening up another window? It's two different
Yeah.
windows. So this is your copy, and it would let you know this is a copy.
Right.
And it's going to come with
Okay.
all the same. Like you guys are on it. Whoever I shared it with, you guys are still on that as well.
Oh, yeah, the guy, even people we shared it with as well.
No, 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 no.
No,
So
no, just
for you
us.
guys
Right.
to edit the collaboration,
Gotcha.
you still
Okay.
have like the full access even as shared. So let me see. So yeah, I have the full access. Let me see about that because it's not showing that you guys have access. I think because I did it from my
Right.
Gamma and
Yep.
not yours. So
Right.
you can do it on your side as a duplicate. You should be able
Okay.
to do that on your side. So see that this says a copy. We're just going to say uh, demo edit for 1114.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, let's start off with the things that you can do with this, right? So on the
Hmm.
left-hand side, you see that you can do it as a list view, So if you label each one, you're like, okay, that's the audience, culinary, sponsor deck, right?
Right.
You can
Okay.
move these up and down.
Oh, to change the pages.
Yep, you can
Okay.
change the pages. I can also do it
Okay.
in real time right here, and you'll
Yeah.
see, boom, it flips to that second slide, right?
Right. Okay.
Or you can do it in the visual way.
Mhm.
So now you can see it, same thing. You just grab it and move it, just like they do
Okay.
in PowerPoint,
Right. Yep.
which is
Sweet.
really good
Oh,
as well. The
that
new
is good.
function, I really don't utilize that, but if I'm not mistaken, that just gives you a new slide. So say if we wanted to change that opening or the same thing, move it around, it does
Hmm.
the same functionality.
Okay.
So we can
Gotcha.
make that blank one, as the first slide. So say if you wanted to change that, right? Now, when you click on it and you see a purple highlight like this, you can delete it. So you just hit the delete button.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So anytime you want to add a whole bunch of different slides or anything, same thing, you just hit the delete button. And you
Okay.
don't, if you don't like it. Now you can't do it. You see how my cursor is at the top? You can't do
Yep.
it from here as a first slide. What you want to do is from here. You go in between the slides. So you can do it on the left-hand side, add in a card, utilizing the new, or you do it right here in between. Then the same
Okay.
thing. You can add a
To
new.
add a new slide.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And we're going to play around with this because I just want you to see what a blank card looks like, and then we'll
Yeah.
go to an active one. Okay.
Okay.
Now, drag to move over here in the left-hand corner, those three dots.
Hmm.
When you click on that, this is, again, if you love a card, you can duplicate it. If you need to merge it into the one above. So say like you have a little bit of info and you say, nope, I want that verbiage on the next one. The one above, I designed that well, you would merge it up above. That's what this one is. And then you would do a copy card link, which I really don't utilize, but it's just if you wanted it to go to an external source, like a website or something like that, you can use that. And then you can do the copy to, let me see what that function is. Open this anywhere by pressing. Okay, so that means now, say if I wanted to put this in the original, they've now put it to say, make a copy of this, move it to the new card. So you can put this in
Hard. Yeah.
Juneteenth. So you see how some of them was duplicated based on your Juneteenth event when you were talking about what the company was, also you guys' logo format and all of that. Once I finish the one template, certain cards, I just move to the next one.
Okay.
So just so you know.
Awesome.
And I love that. So I would say, let me give you an idea. The sponsorship packages portion, right? Remember how we
Yep.
just changed that just a little bit? So what you can do here is highlight the card. You can put Control C and you see how it says copy card. You can go back out of here, go to the other one and just copy that card in between. You would go in between this and just copy
Yeah.
the card.
Okay.
Use Control V. You see on the left side how the
Yep.
sponsorship package, you can now do
Yep.
this on and send it outside onto another deck. So
Oh, that's awesome.
instead of you trying to
Recreate the
duplicate
deck.
a card
Yeah.
and yeah, and
Yeah.
like design it all over again, whichever one that you actually like. And then again, boom, on the left-hand side, you see I deleted that card. So that's how easy it is. So instead of me for instance, with the executive leaders redoing this card, all I did was a copy control, did the control C, threw it to the next card. Whatever the format color is, the brand colors, it automatically drops it in as that.
Yeah, kind of like PowerPoint.
Yep, just like PowerPoint. So let's go back to
Okay, that's
the
good.
link slide so you can see again what we're doing. Okay, so we went through all of these functions here. If we want to trash the whole card, of course, delete,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Next to it is card styling. So remember how you can even see with this card right here,
Yeah.
the card styling, this is what it is. You can put it to the right, to the left, you can put the image to the top, or you can have the entire background. So say if you had a company logo or something like that that you just wanted to make sure it's embedded into each one, that's what you would do,
Yep.
or you would choose nothing at all. Let
Okay.
me show you real quick. Background layout, right? This is the blue.
Yep.
You can edit that background image, anything you want. Here's the drop down menu
Three.
to access
Okay.
images. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, and you can see it changes. You see how it's
Yep.
changed into those, or you can say accent images, upload your own. Let's do a web image search, or you can do AI images. So with this is where you go into prompting, and we'll look into more of that as well. We'll say something like, I'm gonna say, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna put something real quick. NFL, NFL party with brand colors and athletes heading onto the field. And it's just like easy like that. An illustrated group, no. A live action instead of an illustrated. A live action group of professional football players taking the field for an NFL themed event. So doing AI prompting, that's pretty much as easy as it gets. And right here is your art style, right? So you can say photorealistic, you can say illustrated, abstract, whatever, 3D line art. You can even do your own custom one, but I really don't utilize that. So we're going to go photorealistic, right? Then you can say, oh, I want it as a square, a portrait, landscape, any of those things, right? Landscape, of course, would be similar to the cards, right? Image count, how many do I want? Okay, I want you to generate at least three of them, right? Or just one
I can
image.
choose. Okay.
Huh? Yep, you can pick
So
and
I
choose.
can choose.
Yep,
Okay.
and this is where I really mess around. Illustration, I really don't utilize too much.
Mhm.
Abstract and all of that. 3D if you want to. I just usually do photorealistic, right? The plugins is what's important. Which model am I going to use? And that's what I love about this. I don't know where you're at as far as like if you're in a pro account, but for me, I get access to all of this. So you can see an example will pop up in the middle of the screen on like which one, like how will the images come out, you know? So it'll show
Yeah.
you,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna upgrade whatever I'm on to that. Yes. Okay.
So to show you the advanced model. So let's just go Flux Pro, right?
Yep.
And sometimes you have to play around with the prompt. So genius move, right? Daryl, if you
Hmm.
know what it is, say if you say white party out in the fields, whatever, go to Chat GPT, tell it what you want, and ask it
Hmm.
to write you a prompt and say, give me two sentences, detailed, and you can even say for gamma.app, right? Tell it to give you a prompt.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to
All right.
generate this. It'll generate this.
Yeah.
And you can play around with the wording. So then you can say this gamma, and then you say generate. So while we wait, it's going to be generating the images. But that's what I love about this is like, it's so easy. It's like, you
Right.
see that? Look at the image that it
Yeah.
came up. It came up with an
Uh,
entire group.
I like that image too, by the way.
Yeah. Now the only issue is they're not good with the wording. And hold on, I'm gonna go back to the card, right? let's go back to the card styling, overlay effect. You see that? It has faded, frosted, where you really, it's just showing you a little bit peeking through. So say if you wanted to put words there or something and you really wanted it to pop, you would do something like frosted. Faded as if like you wanted to put words on the sideline or something like that. But the clear, this is what I wanted you to see. Now you see the clear, right? The only thing that it doesn't do well is words sometimes. So you would ask it like, make sure you make it clear on the back of the jersey. So when you go into Chat GPT, say, give me a prompt that will make it clear for the jersey, whatever. And that's going to take you 2 seconds, right? Let's go back to edit the image. Let's see what the other images look like. So that's another thing. You can play in real time to see which one fits. So you see this, it has a whole bunch of them and then no wording on the back. So that looks a
Right.
lot better.
Yep.
This is another one on a close-up shot. You can even put which stadium. You can say, whatever.
Levi Stadium.
Yeah,
Right.
any stadium. And then you can change this
Ooh,
to
I didn't
baseball
even think about.
players.
See, I gotta get more creative with my prompt stuff.
Yes, but
Yeah.
to not overwhelm you, start in Chat GPT. So then you would know how to edit and then you would get used to what prompts are doing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yep.
this is now going to be in you see the your AI images. So as you continue, so let's go to another one. They have a new one. You can regenerate. Ask it to make me some more images. You can make it as many as you want. There was one where I wanted it to be a gold gilded cover, like a book paint, like a painting with the wording inside. See, they did it even better. Look at this one. This actually
Yeah,
pulled in the logo.
that's pretty hot. Yeah.
Isn't it hot? But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People won't even know like you had this designed.
Right.
But
Exactly.
again, make sure you're
Look
always
at the dude's
asking that
helmet. It's
first.
backwards. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it does not get it right.
It
So
switched
you got to be
switched the
like
look.
helmets forward, this and that. But look at this
Right.
one. So this one's pretty cool.
Yep.
But
Yep.
again, you see the wording. That's where you got to be cautious of. It's that wording on the thing. That's how they know it's usually AI.
Right.
So you have to be cautious of that and just make sure you're checking the words and all of that and like people's hands and like you said, helmets
So
back
like
backwards and
how
all
do
of
you
that.
clean up the wording here? Do you just stay in that same prompt and then you say clean up the
Mhm.
wording or how do you
I usually copy right there, right? You see how I
Okay.
highlighted it? You do a
Yeah.
control C so you don't
Yep.
lose it. And then you can say enhance prompt. Poison
Okay.
ready to take field for an NFL themed event, right?
Hmm.
Um, no, you can just probably put no wording on their uniform or in the background, but please use the NFL logo around the field.
Oh my gosh.
So let's see.
I have got to start really playing with this stuff.
So let's copy, do that, and then let's generate again and let's see what it does. But again, like I said, sometimes ChatGPT prompts are better, right? I'm just typing it in and sometimes it takes longer. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay.
Totally changed everything. Yep.
Now you see
All
how it
right.
used the logo, but again, the jerseys, we got to figure out like remove the wording, you know? But
Right.
the sky
Right.
looks realistic, the background, all of this would be dope as your card.
Yep.
And remember, we're
Yep.
in your card, right? So
Yep.
you can say edit. No, sorry, it's clear now, right? We can say faded. So now people just seeing the logo and the blur of somebody. And you
Yep.
can also change the intensity. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
you can change it to where, okay, I just need them blurry in the background so people can't read it. And then here we
Right.
go, logo in the middle of the image. Now,
Yep.
Another cool thing, just so you can change where it is oriented now,
Right. Oh yeah, after you've done it. Yep.
right? So now it's just at the top. And let me show
Hmm.
you with the top as well. You click on the image, right? Utilize this change focus point. So we came out of that card, right? The card styling, and I just simply, boom, I clicked on it. You just highlight it. You don't have to close it out or anything. You just go and highlight it, change focus point. And now you're like, okay, move this up. Oh, I just want to see them. Or you know what? I just want to see the logo. Now we just put
Oh
the
wow.
logo. So
Yeah.
change focus point. So again, you just highlight the image. Let's go out of here. Highlight the image, click on it. This right here changes the focus point.
It's huge.
Yeah. Or you can say fit image into that box. To me personally, I don't like it because you really can't resize it. But if you want it to be fully just in the box, right? And you see how it pulled from the coloring of the actual image.
Yeah.
Do you see that how it transitions? So it's that green grass. Okay, let's put that as green, transition up into the blue. Isn't that dope?
So, but it
Hmm.
won't allow you to re go back though, huh?
Yeah, well, all I
Oh,
did
okay.
was click
Just
this. So
I'll
click
remove
out of that, right? Click back
it. Yeah.
on the image, right?
Yeah.
Remove image fitting. There we go.
Okay. Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
it's back to the same thing. You can change it, make it your background, same thing. So it does all of that again. And again, like I said, faded, frosted, clear, and all of that. And this is for
Yeah.
any image in your deck. And then overlaying all of that. You can say also overlay color, right? So if
Right.
you had your own brand colors, now look at that. You see how I changed it
Yeah.
to green. You can change it to
Mm-hmm.
blue to the NFL colors, and you can still write over this.
Hmm.
Untitled card.
Yep.
And we'll get into this, but I just want to finish showing you that. So it's the
Yeah.
same kind of formatting as well. So that's the card styling. You can change the
Okay.
width of it, but I really don't change too much of that. And then also this add, hold on, let me move this out my way so I can actually see the screen. The add backdrop, if you had something like web image search, right? NFL logo. So you see that? We'll use this
Yep.
one.
Okay.
That will become the backdrop to your thing.
Oh, okay.
So as people
Okay.
are scrolling,
Yep.
this becomes the backdrop for this card. So say if they had like one that had NFL logos all around it.
Right. Yep. You use that. Okay.
Yep.
No, I like it. Yep.
And then I believe it's Control Z undoes it. Control Z. So if you don't like
Go and
it,
see.
Control
Okay.
Z. So it's the same thing like an undo, right? Here they don't
Right.
have too much of the undo button. You got to go find it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So it's in that right
Okay.
hand corner where at
Yep.
present where we did the duplicate, you just have to
Yep.
keep going there. And instead I just,
Okay.
Control Z.
Yep.
All right. Now you see we got our logo and all of that. Right here is you want to edit with AI, but we haven't inputted anything. So I'm going to say NFL party, let's rock, whatever. We ready to go? All right. So let's go to here since we were already. So we got that card styling, edit with AI. So you would say something like improve writing, fix spelling and grammar, translate, simplify, all of these things, be more specific. Or you can even do make this more visual, right? I'm going to say make longer. We'll say NFL party want to attract sponsors. And it says about two times on it. So it's like, okay, we're gonna edit the whole card. Do you have any questions so far?
No, yeah, I'm like, wow, man.
It's really easy, right?
Like a game changer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it's not hard once you know where you're going within.
Right. Once you know where you're going, right.
Now look at this. It did the whole thing.
Right.
All I said was expand the NFL party event, right?
Hmm.
Get ready to score big. They came up with all of this writing. This is not from us. You've seen that.
Right. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So now it's
It-
like, okay, this is a little bit too long, right? We can say, you know what? Make it shorter. So now it's like, okay, I said too much. Let me go back and make it shorter. Look at this card.
yeah. Look at that. Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-mm. And this is just a layout within Gamma. This is
Okay.
one of their existing layouts. You see?
So
Yeah.
you could change the layout too if you
Hmm.
wanted to.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. That was the other thing I was struggling with. I was like, how do I change the layout? I'm glad you, yeah.
Yo, yeah, we're gonna get to all of this really quick. I just
Yeah,
want
no,
to go
no,
step
that's,
by step on where everything is. So they
yeah,
tried to make it a little bit shorter, whatever. But
right.
this is the edit with
I
AI
get it.
portion, right? Let's click
Right.
out there. Now we're going into what the feature is that they created. Now we're going to say, you know what? I just need bullets. You can do large bullets, small, blah, blah. Sequence. We can change this into a minimum timeline. Let's do that. Now it's taken all of that word in and changed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you can just go in. You can copy just like anything else. You can say, you know what? I don't need all this. Let's shorten it. We're going to delete it. Hold on. I don't need all this wording. Oh, let me close out of this. Sorry, that's what it is. Let me go back up here because look, I got too happy and I undid everything. Okay, there we go. So I went back to the control Z. So now we're in here. It wrote all of this. You can just delete the words.
So did you have to get rid of the prompt on the side in order to do this properly? Is that what you did?
Yes, I X'd out of it. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I X'd out of the prompt on the side. So say if like, oh wow, this was really good. This one sentence. I just want this first one, then just delete the rest. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also you can change the layout again. Now I want images, images with text,
Also,
right?
now I can actually bring in images from my computer.
Yep, you can bring in the images with your computer. And that's exactly, but guess what? You can upload an image, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or look, back to AI. Same ones. Now the ones
Okay.
that they created before can now be a part of the presentation. Boom, just like that. And remember, we have the change focus again. Same thing. You know what? I don't like where it is highlighted. Let's just do it over here. Same thing. Or what? We want to reset, right? Go over here. I'm just going to play around with it just so you can see. Same thing. Edit image. Want to do something like this, and you can resize it as well. You're like, this is too huge, right? Let me see if I can resize. I should be able to resize this. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Let me go back real quick. Let me go over here. I'm gonna highlight this. Hold on. All right. So you see how we changed the layout and stuff, right? We said, I want an icon instead. This upper button, you see how it says edit layout?
Yes.
So we went ask AI to change it. No, we don't need that. Edit layout here lets you resize it. So now remember I said that icon is too big. Let me make it smaller. So it's going to make all of them smaller. It will make them big as you want. You want them three across. You want just the two and bring them down, whatever you want to do, right? You can even change
Oh,
the
okay.
image shape. You can make this just a circle, a portrait, anything that you want. And you can make them as big as you want or as small as you want,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You can
So,
also align them on the page. And you can say, okay, I want them lined up like that so we can see the NFL logo, whatever the case may be, or I want them as small as possible and then align them. So it's up to you on what you consider important, right? Images with text, remember, we can change as much as we want. Now you can go the shape of leaf boxes, whatever. You can do percentages, star rating. You see how it gives a star rating?
oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
It's so crazy. I know. It doesn't look like we can change the star rating, but let me see. No, it doesn't look like we can change the rating. It just gives us see-through like that. So yeah, whichever one that you feel works for you better, but you can always play around with it. Speech
Uh,
bubbles, change the color again, money green, whatever. For me, I like to design and then mess with the colors. So I like to
yeah, I
figure
think
out
that
what
makes
the
sense.
workflow is going to be, and then I'll come
Right.
back and do like the alignment and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
highlight and everything. But I need to
Oh, that
visually
makes a lot of
see,
sense. Yep.
yeah, how it's going to be laid out. Yeah, because you don't want to like design everything and then you're like, oh man, the next page, I don't want that. So now you have a mix match.
Right.
Now
Right.
remember, so these three dots on the left-hand side for the format, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
see each one of those are their own elements. You can again change the layout if you want of the overall card as well. It will give you suggested layouts. And it says filter by type. So now you can see it on the sidelines, but it does take time to generate. So for me, I'll just play around with it. It's not going to slow down the process.
Yeah.
You see how it froze up? Because it's trying to
Oh, okay.
generate
Yep.
all of them
The different types of layouts that I can
mhm,
play with.
that you can play with. See, in real time, it'll change it up,
Oh, that's cool.
right? But you see how easy it is?
Yeah, yeah. I think I just was lost, but now you're kind of helping me walk through it and
hmm
see how I can, yeah, do things. Awesome. Yep.
And again, if you do get stuck and you mess something up, Control Z. I'm pretty sure you're not going to take 15 steps and be like, oh, I don't like this. You
Right.
know, it's like
Right.
you're going to figure out each one. And by the way, it's saving as we go. So if I were to go out of here, all of this is
Yeah.
already saved. So the
That's
G
the other
is your
thing.
home
That
page.
was the other thing I was struggling with. I kept looking for the save button. I was like, where do I save this? Where
There
do I
is no
save it?
save, it automatically saves. So it's
That is
saving, I think, every 15, 20 seconds, I guess.
okay.
There's never a
Okay.
time where something that I did wasn't saved. It's similar to Canva. You know how Canva saves as you go? It's the same thing.
Right.
So remember, this is the original, and then here's
Right.
the demo edit.
Bonte, this has been extremely helpful. I mean, I feel like, you've given me enough to be dangerous. I can go off and kind of try, play with this thing.
Yeah, but I just want
Yeah.
to show you all the steps really quick.
Yeah, yeah, please do. I mean,
Yeah, we're almost done though. But you see,
no,
look,
no. Yeah.
Card already saved. It's already there.
Wow.
As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, I want to do this. So then the cover is this first slide. So you
You
don't like
know this.
mix it up. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
hmm So, so we did all of that. These three dots, you can actually drag and drop. So now you
What?
can move it over. Hold on. There we go. You see how you see it
Yeah.
how it's highlighted?
Yeah.
Click
Oh,
that.
okay.
Now you've rearranged it. So this is
Oh,
your
that's cool. I
rearrange
didn't know
button.
that. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
There we go. Hold on a second. Let me bring this to the front. Oh, technology. There we go. So now it's like, okay, I don't like the images that is in that order or what it says and everything like that. So now we're going to get to the editing portion real quick.
Yes.
So when you highlight, right, anything anywhere, now your editing thing comes up for you to be able to edit the wording and stuff. Sorry about that. Here we go. So I highlighted that. Now you can mess around with the size. So now you got the heading, you got display, title, monster, whatever, you know.
Right. Right.
So this would be like if you were going into it and just wanted like your header to be bigger, whatever, whatever. So you just play around with this and make it stand out. You can also change the color as well, just like before, and you can
Mm-hmm.
even edit your theme colors. So now you're going on the back end, and the back
Mm-hmm.
end is the hex colors. So say
Right.
like for you guys, that golden black is your go-to, then you can change this hex color to golden black. So every header, your primary accent, your text,
Mm-hmm.
body
Mm-hmm.
color, all of that, right? And then you can tell
Right.
it to save the theme.
Right.
You can even do a background image, page background. So now they've gotten this. You can find an unsplash, same thing. Again, upload an image as well, just
Mm-hmm.
moving around too much. So again, once you see the repetition, you just need to find it. That's all that is.
Right. Okay.
Unsaved changes, yes. Close without saving. All right, there we go. So again, the same functionality. I want it bold, I want it not bold, I want it italics, all of this stuff, you know this functionality already. Now a link, you can even link to external. So say if you made a page for your party or who you
Right.
guys are, you can make that a clickable link.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
click here to sponsor. And then boom, it'll go to your email or whatever you want to paste the link, then hit enter. And again, it's
Sweet.
the same
Yep.
thing, changing up the colors where it's fonted, and you see how it underlined it as well,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
So yeah, all of that. And then the advanced portion is, okay, do you have a URL? Do you have a web page that they can go to that then, goes to say Shopify to purchase your merch or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You can put the
Mm-hmm.
URL here, it's now embedded.
Oh, that's
Or
cool.
video or
Yeah.
audio, YouTube video,
Oh. Oh.
anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, web
Dang.
page or anything. So say if you made a proof of concept trailer or you have a reel of your other
Yeah.
parties, right? And
Right.
it's up on
Yep.
YouTube. You can add that.
Yep.
Vimeo, TikTok, whatever. You can even do
Sweet.
a Calendly link. So this is more in the business side. Schedule time with me. Hey, you want some
Yep.
coaching? Schedule here. Click here for my
Yes.
business coaching. Now you can create it as a link, goes directly to your Calendly. So look, it goes to Office 365, like all of these plugins they've added.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know you'll go down the rabbit hole. I know.
Yeah. I know. Yep.
All right, so we can go back to this. We can say remove the link. So now you can go back to the regular editing. And again, convert to is if you want to make it into, standout info, an info box, block quotes, stuff like that. I really don't use. Again, those stars, when you want to edit something and make it more engaging or whatever, you can do it again, And you can do it individual on headers, make this more engaging, condense the text, whatever. Visualize the text,
So
right?
when you click on that, um, do you specify what you're talking about? Like, I mean, is how do you know if it's in the box or if it's the header, or do you say that in the prompt, or oh, you highlight it first when you do it,
Yeah,
right?
you highlight it first because that brings up the
Yeah,
editing thing.
gotcha.
And
Okay,
then you can
gotcha.
just drop down and you don't even have to. How would you like us to edit it? Or you can just
Yeah.
tell it.
What's the
More
visualize this
engaging.
text? What is that?
This is a prompt. So you can tell it
Oh,
to do a
okay,
prompt there. Yeah.
gotcha.
You
Okay,
can put a
gotcha.
prompt, but for something like that, they'll keep redoing it until you like it. For a header, I'm like, you can do that.
Right,
It's like you
right,
guys
right.
can figure that out.
Yeah, yeah, right. Gotcha. Okay, all
But
right.
this is the prompt portion right here.
Mhm.
Quick edits, it's giving you the option.
Right.
And then it's even telling you the original or the modified. So the
Hmm.
modified, you see that up there, elevate your playbook, unrivaled engagement, blah, 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 blah. Or you can just click the original and just say, take me back. And look, it took it right back to what you had.
Right. Got it.
And you can say,
Okay.
just clear it.
Hmm.
So say if you didn't like what they did. Now, what I had did as well was another thing where I said, make this more engaging and everything. And now it's
Uh-huh.
created this ecosystem for them to look at on like why this makes sense.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So now we got the images and all that. You can make it
Hmm.
more visual. So that's what I'm saying. You can just mess around with it as much as possible.
Man, I'm about to, yeah. This is tight.
hmm
This is
And say if you
tight,
wanted to
tight.
just edit that, or you want to just edit this stuff as well, same thing. You see how I highlighted the wording underneath? So
Yep.
this is considered your header. So they're giving you separate. Like,
Hmm.
okay, now any of this you can mess with now. You can type in there as much as you want.
Right.
You can talk, you can mess with it already, right? But if you want to edit it, so you want this to be bold by itself. Same thing, normal text, bold, bold, italics. Notice your header doesn't change, all of that. Same thing. Visualize this text is what I hit where that circle grid came at the bottom. You know,
Right. Yep.
underline the whole thing, all of that. Strike through. Now, the code stuff, I don't mess with because that's too much. Coding is
Yeah.
like what you do on the back end with websites and stuff. So you could
Right.
do that, but me personally, I just need a presentation. I'm not messing with all of that.
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Just play around in here as well, but let's one last thing, you can
Yeah.
add notes as well. So if you made this shareable and you're just like, hey man, I don't like that second header or whatever, you can do that. For me, of course, I'm doing it by myself. On the right-hand side is some of those same features where you can add images, smart layouts, what we've already seen earlier, right? You can make this into outline boxes, join boxes. So this is you adding those elements in. This is you adding it in. The
Pretty.
plus
Yeah.
sign, add
Yeah.
another
Yep.
column, add
Oh,
another
wow.
column, add another column, and it goes through the same thing. Now you're selecting same thing, and you can just go in and do the same stuff. Or you can say remove the whole thing, trash that,
Mhm.
trash the whole thing. But where I got that from was over here on the right-hand column. You're talking
Okay.
smart layouts, columns, boxes, bullets, sequence, timelines, all of that. Icons with text, images, all of that stuff is over here on the right side when you click smart layouts. So you want to add to this? Okay, let's do a whole nother section. Smart diagrams, I really don't mess with this, but this is when you're getting into the business side, right?
Right. Yep. Yep.
infinities and all that, bullseyes.
Right.
Charts
Right.
and graphs as well is really cool. So on the pie chart, for instance, right? You just asked it to do that. You can go in here and change what's on the back end, like the information. You can change up what it looks like.
Mm.
Edit chart data. You see that?
Yep.
So now if you know your numbers, you just put this
Right.
in Apple, key lime, all of that. You
Wow.
can put it in there, and then guess what? After you put all that data in, you can even change it real time while you're editing. So you're like, oh,
Right.
wow, that graph looks better. Let me do that.
Yep.
And again, add, add,
You
add
had.
line,
Mm.
add a column.
Right.
And you can even, again, there's your AI. How
Right.
can I say what this column is? How can I say what it is? I got apple, key lime, cherry. What should I name this column?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like change column type, the label, numeric, currency, all of those things. You can do a deep, deep dive into it. There's even an option, you don't even have to show the labels. You don't want to show the labels. You might just want it to go without and just show the percentages. Or the
Yep.
bottom, show the labels.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So now you're getting into the business side of it.
Right. Right.
Again, if we want to delete it, get out of here. That's it. We don't need it. You can just
Yep.
delete backspace. Now we're back to the original. So this isn't, there's creative, but then it's also business, you know?
Right. Yep.
The charts and graphs, you can also do videos and media embedded into it. So for me, when I'm doing my pitch decks, I like to put the proof of concept reel into it. So I'll show you really quick, okay? I'll show you an example of that. So with our pitch deck, here's one. I'm doing the artist. No, that's not a good one. Let me go. I'll show you real quick. Where is this thing at? There's too many of them. Mm. Okay, so the Discover Botswana, the one that I was trying to do. When the presentation was going out, now the pitch that we put together, the proof of concept trailer, we were able to embed it in there. View concept trailer. So now
Oh,
you can
right
play
here.
directly from the slide.
Yeah.
I was able
Yeah.
to
I'm
put the
looking up the Black
disclaimer.
Party.
Huh?
Yep. So I said, I know when I do my Black Party sponsorship deck, actually my White Party too, because I can put the past videos in there.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You can put it all in there. And this is like an unlisted YouTube video. So this is private. Whoever gets the presentation, they have to be the one that is allowed. It's not a public video. And see
Wow.
the same
Okay.
thing. We can change the link. Remember that?
Yep.
Link
Yep.
display, you embed it. So as soon as they go on the slide, they visually see it. They click play. That's it. And
Yep.
that exports out as a PDF as well. So
Mm-hmm.
with the PDF, so those live links, you ever been on somebody's thing and it's like their LinkedIn, their email, all of that in a PDF, that's live
Yep.
in here when you go to export it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We, we,
So I think that's about
man.
it. For this. Yeah, I think we're good, man. Unless you have any more questions or
No,
anything, I think
this
we
is
went through everything.
I mean, I'm overwhelmed as it is right now. So I want to get on and play with it and everything. And but I think you gave me enough to get me going, you know.
Mhm. And I would suggest personally use this as inspiration. Oh, let's go if we were doing a new one. Use it as
Okay.
inspiration for me, I suggest you create a new one. So
Okay.
let me show you with the new one real quick. Same
Yep.
features, paste in the text. So if you already, like we said, go to Chat GPT, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and say like who we are and all of that, right? You would just
Yep.
paste in text or you would generate from a one-liner. Create me a presentation for an NFL party for sponsors. That's it. or you can import an older file. So if you had like a PowerPoint from the other
Right.
year of the NFL, then yeah, play with it. This is new, and I guess because I'm pro, they're putting in these beta. You see?
Yep.
Yeah, I've never
Yep.
even, and they're even giving me past prompts that I did. So let me show you really quick what it looks like on the back end. So this is what it looks like on the back end. It did it slide by slide. So what I did was I told ChatGPT create me 8 different slides or whatever, or you could go free form, right?
Right.
So let's go back real quick. I'm gonna show you real quick. So when you paste in the text, you click that, right? You tell it if you want a presentation, anything. What is it that you want? Then you go to default side, or do you want traditional, which is your PowerPoint one, or the tall version. So this is how it's going to be formatted. I just usually do default. Then here you go. You just type in sponsorship. There. Okay. What do you want to do with this content? Generate from notes or an outline, summarize long or text, or preserve. So if you already have the prompt and you want it to do exactly that, you would hit the preserve. But you can generate from outline, continue to prompt editor. And again, this is when you want to generate from new, right? We're going to say free form. Generate, condense. I'm going to say generate is the thing, minimum, extensive, detail. You can say corporate marketing, write for. So this is your audience. So you can literally say write for NFL athletes, write for a marketing sponsorship, whoever, investors, anything. You can say in upscale business, business professional. You can put what the tone of it is going to be as well. You can even pick language. If you had a theme, remember I told you the different themes. These are themes that I actually, design. We're gonna go to this one. I like that one. You can even put view more of them. So your customized theme, you would click
Yep.
that, view more. Image source, it could be automatic. Or you can say automatically select best image type is going to pull from any of these stock photos, web image, AI, any of that stuff is going to sometimes automatic is good. Other times you want to do your own. And then here we go. Same thing. Presentation, web page, blah, blah, blah. Right? Now you tell it how many cards you want. If you only want this to be 6 cards or 5 cards, it'll generate that. Optional is additional instructions. That's another thing. So it is.
Oh, so now you got me. This thing's gonna. All you did is type in NFL party sponsorship deck, and it's gonna generate a whole thing for
Yeah.
me.
Here we go. Let's look at
Oh
it.
my gosh.
I'm telling you, that's what I told you. But see, for me, that's what I'm saying. Like when I have my pitch ideas, which is my show concepts,
Yeah.
I literally copy and paste it in there, tell it to rearrange. Look, kick off your brand's biggest win. It's right in all of this. Look, now it's even done images based on what it wrote.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Stats. Now you got stats.
Okay. This is crazy.
Yeah, you see it doing it in real time. That's what I said. I'm like, for anybody still using PowerPoint and trying to figure it out, you're losing.
Yeah, you're losing.
Look at this.
Holy.
People eating at the stadium. All of this, everything that I showed you, same thing. We can go in and change. Look at the 3 dots, right? Same thing. And
Right.
it's right in on real time. Look, customized packages. It's telling you, it's showing you, okay, hey, by the way, this is a sponsor. All I said is write for a sponsor, right? Investors, marketing people. It does all of this. Look at it. And you've seen the prompt.
Right. Jesus. This is crazy.
Yeah. But this is why I
All
was
right.
telling you,
This
Daryl, I've
is
been trying to teach people, like what is available. This is the whole gist of why I came up with the AI education brand. It's like
right.
they don't even know this exists. People are they're working harder than instead of smarter, right?
And yes,
Yeah. And now it's
you,
done. Look, it's still going. And again, we can go back in and say shorten the text. Same thing that we did before.
right.
Same thing. All of
Yep.
that everything you've been trained on is now here. And look, it even named
Auntie.
it named it kick off your brand's biggest win in case you didn't know what the file name is going to be.
Right.
And look, discover call, proposal, contract and launch. And if you don't like it, go back to the prompt. I'm not satisfied. You can even tell it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look, theme
Yeah.
colors, you can change that. Logos, colors, fonts. You can go in and say, I don't even like this theme. Just like that, we can switch it up and then it'll change to something else. Look, in real
Yeah.
time,
That's awesome.
2 seconds. It's not no kind of stress. Look, it even changed the design, all of that.
Right.
I want it in pink, whatever. You can see what it looks like on all sides.
Yep. You- Okay. I've
Yep.
got my work cut out for me. I'm about to
Yes.
jump on this stuff, man. Yeah.
This
Auntie, this is so awesome. What can I do for you, man? Thank you for taking
is
the
what I've
time.
been trying to say. I've been trying to get the help with this. This is why when you were like referring me over to your network and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
that's what I want. This is what I do. I do demos
Right.
of the different apps and I try and train you. You see how like not even halfway through you got it? I was still
Yep.
giving you all the steps because again, we're recording,
Yes.
right? So
Right.
with the recordings, I want you to be able to